Hello, 100 Women Who Care. My name is Elise Evans, and I'm here representing the Beacon Food Forest. At BFF, we are so honored and grateful to be here with the opportunity to receive a donation from you. And I am very passionate about this project and excited to tell you more. Personally, I'm also excited to be here because I went to a women's college, and so your whole group really resonates with me. I have been involved with the Beacon Food Forest since September 2012, which was when we began working on our site, which I'll tell you more about in a minute. And it has been beautiful to see it grow from a blank hillside into a food forest. And things I've done at the food forest include lead work parties of many sorts, and I've served as the board president for the nonprofit for a couple years before the pandemic began. And I've helped hire staff members and am passionate about community outreach to this day and help run our social media pages. So I'm going to share a PowerPoint with you with some more information about what we do at Beacon Food Forest and how your donation could really help us. Let's see. I'm gonna go to my slide deck. Oh, nope. I'm going to share my screen. There we go. Here's a PowerPoint, and I'm going to go into presentation mode. Great. So, Beacon Food Forest. The BFF vision is a world where all communities participate in creating local food ecosystems. The nonprofit behind Beacon Food Forest, this 501c3, is called Food Forest Collective, and we do dream of we could support other other food forests in one way or another. And to this day, we have offered education and support to other fledgling food forests across the country. Um, our mission is framed around the permaculture ethics of care for the earth, care for the people, and fair share for all. I believe you have our extended mission statement on your website. We're really focused on being anti-racist and aware of showing up in our communities in a way that it's acknowledging capitalism and how we want to offer free food to people. And we're building community. And so the people care is really important as well as caring for the earth. Um, Permaculture is a design system attributed to Bill Mollison. However, the basis of permaculture that we began with at the food forest is something that follows patterns of nature to fulfill human needs and is based on indigenous land management practices, which have existed for millennia. Um, so the background of the food for here are some principles. And and what happened over 10 years ago is that some people took a permaculture design course and designed this as a final project on this blank hillside of grass on the southwest corner of Jefferson Park in Beacon Hill in South Seattle. And they finished their class and said, but could this really happen? Could we make a food forest here? And and in fact, after a lot of community outreach, the city said, yes, this is a good idea. And the community weighed in with what kind of plants they wanted and how to be involved. And hundreds of volunteers have been involved over the last 10 plus years to bring this food forest on public land to the community of South Seattle. And here's an image of what a guild can look like. A guild is a term for the way we might plant things. And if you come and visit the food forest, you might see some trees, fruit or nut trees, and some shrubs with berries and some ground cover. And maybe some of those plants fix nitrogen into the soil. And we're very thoughtful about, here's an overview. We're very thoughtful about planting things that might work well together and looking at the soil and saying, this is a wetland. What plants need to grow here? And here's some dry soil. What can handle that? What needs shade? So here we go. If you come to Beacon Food Forest, it's 3.5 acres of land so far. It's half of this hillside, and we dream of filling the whole 7 acres. It's public land, and it's really we are working with Seattle Public Utilities, where there's a and the Department of Neighborhoods. We also have pea patches, individual garden plots. Although Uniquely, much of this space at the Beacon Food Forest is open harvest, which means that anyone may harvest the food that we grow. It's really radical. It shouldn't be, but it is. And um, you don't have to volunteer to harvest, and people learn about foods that you might not see in a grocery store, learn how to grow them. Here's some pictures of, we're really volunteer powered. And here's some pictures from before the pandemic. We would easily get over 100 people at our monthly third Saturday community work party. We just had one recently, and we'd feed everyone, but this is before the pandemic. And look at this large gathering of people. We teach skills, we learn from each other, we make friends. And we grow food that anyone may harvest. We have classes, and we give tours to students. We partner with other nonprofits to have events. It's a really unique space that we've created that anyone may be a part of. Here's more on all the things we do and skills that we have taught. So we're really listening to community needs at the Beacon Food Forest, and seeing the way that we can serve everyone. And it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, we think about social permaculture as well. A part of it's not just the earth care, this people care. We really want to, it's a privilege to volunteer, and we want to think about how to bring what we offer to everyone and what can make things more sustainable for people, which we'll get to how your funding would support us. Um, we, yes, we we would like for there to be many people reach out inquiring about being an intern, and I know many graduate and other programs require internships and volunteer hours. We would really like volunteers and interns to be a sustainable presence at the food forest so that we can work with community groups as a united front, have consistency. Unpaid internships are really inequitable, and we really would like anyone to be able to consider learning from the food forest and staying with us for a time. Our interns have been really excellent. Um, but we have offered stipends at times. Often unpaid internships are things people do. We don't really have the funding in our budget right now to offer that, but we would like to offer paid internships. Your donation would help us sustain people to stick around and who are from South Seattle and know the food forest. In particular, a big need we had this summer was watering, and a watering steward could be an intern coordinating that. We've done this in a year past. It worked really well. And that would be really exciting because sometimes high school students and college students really want um, to stick around and help pass on the knowledge they've learned. That would help us offer that opportunity to everyone if we were able to benefit from your funding. And one other thing we need that's a high priority is security at the Beacon Food Forest. We're on very public land. We welcome everyone, and that means that, there's a lot of trust that we've built at the food forest, which is actually the whole story. It's open harvest. Actually, things are harvested really, really thoughtfully. However, also, we have this ADA accessible shed that has been broken into a few times, and these tools have been thoughtfully curated to be used by our pea patch gardeners in the BIPOC community garden near that shed. We have some ideas of better security features, but need some funding to help implement them to secure the tools and supplies and materials for our projects. So we do a lot with a little at the food forest, and we're really volunteer powered. Here's another overview. This photo's from a couple years ago, actually. We're even bigger now. And on behalf of all of us at the Beacon Food Forest, we would be really grateful for your donation to help us sustain our volunteers, our community, and our tools that help bring this unique space and free food on public land to everyone. And regardless of the outcome of your voting on this donation, truly, I am just really passionate about this place, as is everyone who volunteers there. And I hope to see you there sometime. Every third Saturday, we have a work party from 10 to 2, and we have a lot of fun. So I hope you all take care, and I appreciate your time. And I'm going to end my recording now. Thanks again. See you at the Food Forest.